There's no
And
water
we're
in here.
back.
Yay,
Sorry for the
hello.
delay on that one.
Yay. Sorry.
Who wants to tell me where we're at?
Yes, so we are atop a hill. It is early morning. Well, actually, no. We have stopped in a town. So I think we're probably like on the road, having stopped briefly in a town to gather some much needed supplies because otherwise we're going to starve on the way back to the Mountainboat. But now we are making our way back to the mountain as quickly as our little legs will carry us, because we have only just come to realize the urgency of the situation.
Yeah.
So I think that is where we are.
Yeah, sounds like it. Now, you are heading up into the mountains. This is a perilous journey. You are going to have to have a trailblazer and a scout and a quartermaster.
Yep. Shall we just go with the same roles again as last time?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Alright. So everyone roll wisdom.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry.
Buddy, did you mark XP?
Yeah, good point.
Oh.
Alright, so we've got 2 okays and a bad. What was your roll, Emily? Sorry?
It was a 4.
No,
I'm
you were
quartermaster.
You were
Quartermaster.
quartermastering. Yeah, alright. Does anyone have any adventuring gear?
I don't have any more, no.
No? Alright, cool. In which case you only lose your rations.
Okay.
Any rations you had on you are gone.
All of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. I like the idea that this is me, like, as we're going, just being like, does everyone need to eat more? You should eat. You're looking tired. Eat more. And I have more rations. You should eat something. Just, like, constantly all the time. Just being like, eat! You look tired!
Alright.
Great.
So,
That's, yeah.
4 days
You're so
of travel.
skinny.
You make okay time, but it's still pretty rough. 4 days later, we find ourselves. Give me a second. I'm gonna put you down on the little thing here.
Okay.
Above you is Boat and Mountain. The clouds swirl in a spiral above the one standing mast. The harpies circle with it. They sing their mournful song in time with a deep drone that echoes from the sky. That seems to be coming from the boat itself. You are on the path towards the up the mountain where the switchbacks are. I'm going to switch you over to. Come on. Roll 20, plate. Roll 20. Label. There we go. You're on the path up the side of the mountain that has the switchbacks, as we remember. And you spot ahead of you a branch sticking out of the side of the hill with a skeleton.
I was going to ask about this.
And you see it. You see this. You see the skeleton wriggle and shake a little.
Cool. That's our little baby Hoppy.
Yay!
Back up to its family.
It's true.
That's actually can we? I'm hesitant to say let's pick it up, but I'm all for bringing the harpies down here.
Well, but then we can't fix the larynx.
Yeah, I think we have to go to the source of the weird sky spiral. I'm feeling.
Okay.
But question first for Cora. The song you learned, the song you were taught, what do you remember about it? Other than that it's a harpy song. Was it
The song
Was
you
there
learned,
more?
The song you learned was one of the Plain of Howling Winds that harpies come from.
Right.
Whereas I think
Yeah.
the question is, does Korra know any of the holy songs of the Way of the
Exactly.
Sun?
Cora might not, but
Well, I guess that this might be planar spheres.
It might be.
Bardic lore.
true.
I think
might be.
I think we'll come to that when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Okay,
For
cool.
now, you can't quite make it out from below, but you can see this like body that's like caught up in this tree. It wriggles a little. A skeletal
So
hand like jangles off the edge of the side.
So it
Well,
seems like something is
absent-
wriggling the body, or the body itself is wriggling.
Something is wriggling the body.
Yeah.
Well, we have to free the thing, and if the thing is still in its egg, then we should swaddle it and carefully bring it up to the harpies. And I will teach you the lullaby that I learned about the
So what's
harpy.
So what's the
poem.
plan? What do you do?
I know my
Well-
plan.
Yeah, I guess we need to try. Well, we need to try and get a better look at the thing that's in the skeleton,
How do?
or the thing that's wiggling the skeleton. So you said it's up ahead, up above us.
Yeah, on the cliff up above.
And we can't see it very well just because it's high up, or it's blocked.
Well, you can see the body, the skeletal, partially mummified body that whoever like got trapped in this stick and never freed themselves, but this branch never freed themselves. But whatever it is that's doing it is like in amongst the body and the sticks, and you can't quite make it out.
Okay. If we could go further up the switchback and try to kind of reach this thing from above.
Yep, exactly. Yep, you could. So if you come up here, you would end up on the switchback up here.
Cool.
Do we think that's a good way to go?
Yeah.
It's 20 feet. It's 20 feet up from the one you're on now, or 10 feet down from the other one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it seems
Yeah.
easier to. All right. Okay.
Let's go
try
for
and
it.
do that.
Cool. All right. So you head up the switchback and oh dear, that's on the wrong layer. Sorry, give me a second. Well, this is on the map layer, so you don't go on top of it. Cool. All right. So you head up the switchbacks and peer down into the down below, and you hear a little like whistling, peeping noise.
Aww.
And
Aw.
you peer over the edge, and you see nestled in the rib cage of this thing, as if it were a nest. You see a tiny little like pure white little hatchling figure with a baby human's face and little fledgling wings.
Pure white.
Yeah.
That's different.
Now
The
would
others are black. What here is evil?
Maze.
Cora.
Cora.
Just Cora?
And the things above.
Interesting.
okay. I feel a lot more comfortable picking this thing up now.
Yeah, but it's also really strange because it was evil when it was in the egg. Or at least it was evil previously, so something has changed. But that's good.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
away
I
from the
think-
corruption.
True, that's true.
Also, one thing
Yeah,
that happened
so-
to it that while you had it.
That's right. That's
I
right.
handled it with goodness.
Yes.
Did we?
I did the
Mhm.
cast light. Yeah.
Yeah, because he made me drop the bloody egg. Then he healed
Yeah.
it.
You don't.
What was it you did?
I cast a spell of cure light wounds
You
Um,
cured
to
it,
tr-
yeah.
to try and.
heal the egg.
I cured its wounds. It doesn't make any sense. Like you
okay.
can't cure evil like that.
No, the way you did it though, I remember you were like, I am putting goodness into this. Like, you
Yeah,
were
I'm
you
doing
went
everything
on and on about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you're like, this
True.
isn't your fault. This is
Yeah.
blah blah
yeah.
blah.
You, in order to heal it, you did forgive it.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. So yeah,
Okay.
I think like narratively, like I sort of like leaned down to look at this thing, and kind of like like I guess like sniff the air, like to see if I can again smell that kind of sulfurous smell that I associate with evil, and it's not there, or it's only coming from Cora, which I ignore. And I like sort of turn back to the others and I say, it looks different to the others, and I do not think it is. I do not think it has the same evil as before. Something must have changed. Maybe, Zeno, when you healed it, maybe you. I don't
I
know, but
can I
it
can
needs help.
imagine that. Yeah, it definitely needs our help.
So
How
it's
far
10
away
feet,
is it?
10
10 feet
feet
down?
below. Was that right?
Yeah, it's 10 feet down, and it's making this little like attempted like it's peeping and trying to make some kind of like little peeping song
Oh, little peepees.
Um,
and trying to flap its
So
wings.
could we make like a bit of a someone holds someone's legs type
Yeah.
situation?
I have another idea. I
Oh yeah.
have a
Okay.
two-handed staff.
Mm-hmm.
What if you
Yeah.
guys went back down the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll try and offer it, see if it'll climb up the staff, or try and shake it loose.
Oh, to catch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yep. We can do that. I will go and stand underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back down. Leg it back down. Stand underneath like this.
It sounds like
Yeah, what are we doing mechanically? I don't know.
I'm gonna sing a song to Titus to help them.
Okay.
Try and like, just in case you drop my
Yep.
baby.
I will not drop your baby. Definitely not your baby, but still I will not drop it. Yep, okay. Do you need to roll for your...
you need to roll charisma for your
Age.
song.
Yeah.
And you need to
Yeah,
tell me
I
what the
do.
song sounds like.
So I think, well, I'm gonna teach you guys a lullaby, and this is what's gonna help calm down the baby, and get it to trust you both a little bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's the song of the winds that the harpies came from.
Cool.
And that might help us later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
okay.
just like chanting the lyrics to you guys so that you remember it and get it in your head.
Cool.
Alright.
Alright.
Cool.
Roll your charisma.
Yes. Roll my charisma.
A 7, which means partial success. Now, what does a partial success mean for this move? I can't remember.
My spell still works, but I draw unwanted attention to my magic. Or my magic reverberates to other targets, affecting them as well. Oh, it's your choice. It's not
It's
even
my
mine.
choice. Alright.
Yeah.
You hear from above a heavy voice from up the mountain, further up the path than Zeno. You hear a voice. What's that sound? Is it singing? Someone go and check that out.
What? Someone speaking common?
Yep.
Yeah. Do we recognize the voice of a Dean?
Yes, you do.
I think I might. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you would recognize it.
You definitely do.
Alright. I'm gonna catch this thing quickly.
I haven't met the Dean, so I might just
True.
go up. He's not going to recognize me.
Well, we gotta rescue your baby
Let's
first.
get the baby first, and then we'll talk about how we deal with the Dean.
Okay.
So I'm going to, while trying to sing the lullaby, I guess, poke my staff down to see if I can make it, like, wave it in front of its face to try and make it grab it with it, or failing that, shake the staff, shake the corpse.
So what happens is you put the staff near it, and its eyes go wide, and it starts flapping its arms and peeping wildly as it tries desperately to get away from the stick, and just trips and tumbles out of the thing.
I'm okay with that. I've
Yeah.
done my job.
What
It's
do
up
I
to you
need to
guys.
roll to catch this baby?
The danger is the baby falling and hurting itself. How are you just going to catch it?
I'm just gonna catch it.
Sure, like
Dexterity.
a cloak or something. Catch it.
Okay. Is there a way I can? I was gonna say, is there a way I can do this with strength? But no. Actually, no. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna make my priority to be to absorb the damage. That's gonna be my priority.
Okay,
If that means me diving and being a big cushion or something, that's fine.
legit. Yep, cool.
Try and prevent it
Cool.
from taking harm.
Yep.
All right.
Defy danger with Constitution.
Okay.
Yes!
Yes.
Nice.
You fall to the ground. Your head impacts the rock, and you've got a little cut from this rock.
Dramatic.
And then this thing falls on your neck, and you're like, oh god, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
But your neck is soft.
Yeah. Good. And then I sort of awkwardly kind of
And it tries
sit
to
up
toddle
and
out of your hands, but
yeah, I got it though.
This little fat belly is too much.
Aww.
So cute.
I sort of, holding it out in front of me awkwardly. To anyone watching, it's immediately obvious that Titus has never held a child of any kind before, because he's just doing it in this incredibly what do why is it moving?
And it's like
trots
putting
back
gnaw
up.
on your hands with its tiny little needle
Yeah.
teeth.
So he trots back up the switchback, just sort of with this kind of little baby in front, just being no, baby. And as soon as he gets back up, he's there's a moment where he looks at Cora oh no, do I give them? There's the evil. Then he's just oh baby.
Going,
Yeah. And just
Wait.
eventually he's and hence
So at this point,
Wait. Sorry.
Mavis calls out
wait,
to-
sorry. Yes.
Before you hand the harpy off, I'm going to cast invisibility and make it invisible.
Oh no! Why?
Before any of that happens, Mavis is yelling at Zeno. He's Zeno, what are you doing here?
That's why.
Okay, good point. Good point.
You can cast a spell, but she's going to see you cast a
Yeah.
spell, and do you have to touch it?
Yes, I do. Okay, I'm not going to
Putting it in my bag.
cast.
These two are down the bottom still. These still down the bottom.
Okay, right. So I thought you ran back up the switchboard.
Yeah, I was
Switch.
running, but
Okay.
maybe
I
this
thought
happens
you-
before.
No, that's fine.
Mavis is
Okay.
Let's just try and talk
not
our way
Mavis,
out
not
of
Mavis,
this.
That's not the right name. What's her name?
Yeah,
That's Maggie.
Maggie.
Maggie Chan. Mavis Chan is a real person.
Hi, Maggie. Good to see you. Didn't really expect you to be up on the mountain. That doesn't normally strike. What are you doing up here? I could very much ask you the same thing.
She's like, I'm here protecting the dean. He's on some stupid research quest. I don't know, but my contract is to keep him safe. He seems to think that you're dangerous.
If you were so concerned with keeping him safe, why did you let him come up on the mountain? This seems like a terrible plan.
She's like, have you seen him? Have you seen him recently? He's looking. She's like, I've never seen a man get so healthy so quickly.
Okay. No, I haven't seen him lately. What's he been up?
Fine. She's like, I never thought I'd say this, but he's gotten kind of hard.
Yeah. He's also hundreds of years old. But you know, that's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
Oh, it's the plants. He ate the plants.
Yeah, he ate the plants.
Oh, okay.
He got buff on the plants for sure.
So if he's so young and if he's gotten so healthy, why did he hire you? Seems like you're wasting your time here. Then why not just take the money and go?
She's like, I feel like I'm a bit of a goon. I feel like I'm a bit of a goon, but my contract is a 10-year contract. I'm not giving that up. It's a day trip in and out. Today shouldn't be an issue. I'm just. He says I don't have to go past. He says I don't have to go up to the top where those things are. So I'm gonna keep guard as long as he needs. You should go.
Question.
Yeah.
Are we able to hear this conversation happening from
Yes,
down
you can.
below?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, I think like as soon as I hear that, I'm sort of like, and like trying to shush the harpy as well, like.
It's still.
Can you tell me something about my relationship with Maggie? Maggie is the person who I dated once. Yeah.
No. That's Drew. That's true.
Oh, okay,
Maggie
sorry.
is head of security at the university.
Oh, right.
She lifted
I think
you-
we encountered her
lifted you up
Yeah.
bodily earlier.
Yep. Okay.
I think
Um,
when you were there,
okay,
she was
that makes-
originally a student.
Yep.
But she's now graduated to head of security because she realized that she's not like she dropped out and became part of the security team and was really good at it.
Yep. Okay.
But like I
when-
feel like she used to be like part of your drinking crew.
Okay. I can use that. So, okay. Maggie, when was the last time you came up here? The mountain is incredibly dangerous. There's no way I am turning back. I highly recommend that you do the same thing. There's been reports of Yetis. The ground itself is very unstable. You shouldn't stay here. If you want to do your job right, you should speak to your employer and tell him that, and either set up camp or get out. We're not safe here.
That sounds so much like a parley.
That's a charisma check.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
You're gonna need
Okay.
to provide some kind of hard evidence, some kind of proof, some kind of something to really like drive the point home. It can't just be more
Okay.
words.
Proof of the danger, I guess.
I mean, so the point is, she like looks at you and she's like, Zeno, I know it's dangerous, but you need to calm down. You're always the one to get.
Haven't you heard haven't you heard that noise? Something is up with the harpies. I don't know what it is, but they're louder, they're moving faster, and I think they're getting closer.
You need something hard evidence here, Zeno.
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
What have you got in here?
Okay. From where I am, I can make out the body, right?
Yeah, the one that's below.
Yep.
The one that's below.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I maybe also point directly to the hatched harpy egg shell
Excellent. That'll do.
and be like, I think that a
How
baby
about this
harpy.
dead body in an ex-harpy shell?
Well,
How's that?
not the dead body is not a big deal, right? It's clearly been weathered. It's old. The fact is that there is a hatched harpy egg,
Yeah.
and the harpies are acting up, and this is a good reason for everyone to turn back.
Yeah.
And that harpy could be anywhere, right? Could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah. She's like.
Well, could be anywhere, but more importantly, is probably being looked for by a bunch of angry harpies.
She's like. Are you serious? Is that a harpy egg? I didn't even know they laid eggs. I thought they were like corrupted people or something. What the fuck?
I don't know for sure. All I know is that I found this, and a bunch of bird-like things are very angry
All right, let's get out of
I
here.
didn't-
Let's get out of here. Giddy Wallen can do what he likes. We should get to safety.
She's gonna want you to go with her though. That's the problem.
I can.
Like, you go ahead.
Damn my
Right
charisma.
behind
Look, you go ahead. Your safety is more important.
What do you want on this mountain? You're not going for that for the same arcane focus that Giddy Wallen's after, is it? He says it's in a big bit of wood, like a mast or something. I don't know. Sounds like madness to me. He gets like this, you know, about a project. It always ends badly.
Why don't you?
You're
we're not there.
like
I can't wait.
you're all right. I tried to do this with lies, and that wasn't the right call.
Just level with her. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, look, I'm not gonna pretend to know exactly what it is that he's looking for, but it is very dangerous. It's very powerful, and I'm pretty sure it's not ours to wield. He's gonna ruin stuff. You have a choice here. Help him, destroy the world, or let us try and stop him.
Destroy the world. Do you even hear yourself, Zeno? You sound like the time. You sound like the times when you used to talk about, "Oh, I'm going to be emperor one day." Listen.
I feel like this is a time when I should come up the switchback,
should. Yeah.
holding a screaming harpy and yelling, "We've got to hurry before he destroys the world!"
I reckon that's exactly what happens. Yeah. Right. Cora is like,
Maybe
"No,
Cora is
come back,
holding
give me the thing."
Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "What the fuck is that a harpy?" She's like, Jesus Christ, Zeno, what have you gotten us into?
Just go. Like,
she's like, I'm not leaving you up here with that. I'm not leaving you up here in this mess. Come on, let's go up the hill.
okay, fine. Grab a weapon. We're gonna go and stop our boss from wrecking the planet.
She's like, you're like, grab a weapon, and she just gestures to the mace she's holding. And she's like,
Perfect. Got
Great.
that covered. Let's go.
I hand the baby to Cora. I like turn around and I'm like, yes, here, take it.
yeah.
It won't stop crying.
It stops making an agitated peeping and returns to its little song.
Aw, it likes you.
Because you were
Fuck yeah,
singing
it
to
does.
it when it was in an egg.
Oh.
This is adorable.
Okay.
It's so adorable.
Let's like it.
All right.
Up the mountain.
All right, folks.
With the baby.
I'm gonna need a defy danger check of some kind to make it up the mountain. Talk to me about
Okay.
your strat.
I feel like we're prioritizing speed over everything.
That sounds like strength.
Just like
Um,
powering through it, like Constitution.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like strength
Constitutional
if you're powering,
strength?
if you're going with speed.
Does one of us roll?
Okay.
Because I'm happy to like.
Yeah, it's gonna be one person
Right.
rolling for the team.
Yep, I can do that.
Yep. Stepping
Yeah,
away.
not me.
Cool. Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
diggity.
13.
Yeah, every time there's a crag, there's Titus there leaning down and helping you up with an arm. Every time there's boulders falling, there's Titus there just like deflecting things with a shield.
Exactly. Yeah. Amazing. Montage.
This is
So good.
badass.
All right. Now, here's my question: do you want to go through the cave, or just up to the edge, or just up the hill to the side of the boat?
Before we answer that,
I mean,
Is the cave more direct? Is it
The cave got you
do we
inside.
know
going through all the eggs?
Yeah. the cave-
do we know which route the Dean took? Can we ask that?
I think you can
of-
currently see the Dean hanging off of a rope ladder, heaving himself up. He's gone from being widest in the middle to being widest at the shoulders, like going from like
Oh.
Oh my god.
going from being like like rather rather less Winston Churchill, more Hulk now, right? Like he's like
Right.
he's like
Okay. Okay. We can see
Which
the
way is
dean.
quickest?
he's still got like his massive multiple necks, but multiple chins, but like there's like he's just it's not like he's lost any of the weight. He's just put muscle on top.
I think I'm inclined to go cave, just because it'll keep us hidden, and
The element of surprise.
well, yeah. I also think that maybe we should be putting Cora in the front line because they've got the baby,
Yep.
and
they're most likely to know the songs.
yeah, and will probably welcome us a lot more if they can see that we aren't harming their child.
Yep.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, happy child.
All right.
Okay.
So
I will be
sneaking
right
through the
behind
cave.
you, though.
Who's rolling? Who's rolling my sneaking through the cave check?
It sounds like Cora is
Does sound
leading
like
us.
Cora is doing the sneaking through the cave check.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, it's not
Hey, all right.
as good
Okay.
as it could have been.
But it's not a fail.
So yeah, you
We're not very sneaky. Lewis.
so like as you're going up, the little baby starts like making like you're like shh shh, and it's like making all these excited peeping noises, and just as you're getting towards the end of the cave, so as you're going up through the cave, as it's peeping and making this little excited song, it sounds like some kind of like slightly terrifying kids TV show intro song, you know, like and all of the eggs are shaking in time with this thing, and then as you're getting towards the end of the cave right up top, you can see in front of you the welcoming wooden walls of the inside of the ship. You start hearing cracking behind you. So who's at the back?
It's me because you're right
Yeah, because
behind.
I'm right behind.
Zeno,
protecting
you look
Cora,
over your
yeah.
shoulder and you see tiny black forms tearing their way out of the eggs and gnashing teeth and making tiny discordant screeches.
Oh no.
Okay.
Good happy is so nice.
You also can't shut up.
Screeching.
Okay.
So I mean,
Let's
you can
go,
run
let's go,
and
let's
you make
go.
it.
Yeah,
to
I think we have to run.
Yeah, I don't like running, but I think that's our only course of
If we can
action.
solve the core problem, then hopefully
Yeah.
they will.
So
Let's go.
So
I mean,
Maggie's in front of you, Zeno, and she's like, "What the fuck is happening? Why are they hatching? Oh god, there's so many of them!" And she's
Run.
like freaking out.
run!
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
exactly.
you all run as fast as you can up into the wooden hull of the boat, and you see that and you're back in that space with the where there's all the the big nets full of boxes, and there's the stairwell there's the stairs that go up onto the deck, and then there's the secret door that is closed currently, but no, did you close it? I don't think you closed it. So there's the secret door that leads into that nursery.
Yeah, we didn't close it.
Up above you, you hear the voice of the dean. Away, you beasts! Away! I'm not afraid of you. I'm here for what is mine.
All right.
Okay.
So, guys, I feel like the two of you are in the best position to do the magic that needs to be done. So, okay, in character, I'm saying like, you have the song. I can support you, and Zeno can support you, but I think also I need to try to hold off the dean while you are doing this because you cannot focus with him. I will try my best to deal with him somehow. And he looks like really just like terrified, but like determined to like protect you from the dean so you can do your important magic.
There's only
I intend Two, yeah.
There's only one set of stairs up to the deck, right?
From this room, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to run up with my baby, go straight to the mast, like the biggest one. I'm gonna cling onto it with one arm and my baby in the other arm.
Mhm.
And the mast is the thing with the larynx in it, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can. So
That's
you,
what it
you go
seems
up on
like.
Deck, you go up on deck, and you see the mast like vibrating and making this like deep resonant hum, like a like a hung drum or like
Cool.
or like throat singing. That kind of thing.
Cool.
And you can see that this is like the center of the spiraling clouds above you, and the harpies are like swooping around, but then like coming down to swoop towards. They're swooping the Dean. They're not attacking him like they attacked you.
Okay.
But yeah, you get up there and you and yeah, you hold on to the thing, and the Dean like knocks the harpy aside and starts like marching towards you, and he's like, "Away from that!"
Okay. I'm gonna try to tackle the Dean.
Okay.
Cool.
Buy you guys some time.
All right. So you're gonna hack and slash him because that's what it sounds like you're doing.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna I am the law. I haven't freaking done that yet.
All right.
I'm gonna I am the law him.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
So you rush up the stairs and like position yourself between Cora and and the Dean.
Yep. And I like put my hands on my hips, and like summon all of my courage, and yeah, I'm gonna tell the Dean what's what. Okay. Okay. Come on. Yes!
Fuck yeah!
That's amazing!
Yes!
What?
Okay.
Okay, let me look
Killed
up what
it.
happens when you succeed on I Am the Law. Oh gosh,
can tell
the
you.
Paladin. Yeah, you can tell me.
When you give an NPC an order based on your divine authority, roll plus charisma. On a 7+, they choose one. Do what you say, back away cautiously, then flee, attack you. On a 10+, you also take +1 forward against them. So they need to attack me, back away cautiously, then flee, or do what I say, and I get +1.
So I think what happens is you start like advancing back towards him, and like giving him this order, and you see him like look at you and then look at the mast, and his eyes, and like you see his pupils dilate, and you see him and he cries out just a guttural of like anger, and just like heaves his arm up and comes to like to bring it down on you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna battle him. I will fight this man dramatically.
What are you doing about the fist though, specifically?
I am gonna put my shield up.
Okay,
I'm gonna put my shield up.
Roll a
block his-
Constitution. Defy danger with Constitution, friend.
Okay. Alright. Yes!
Fuck
Yes! 11!
Yeah, his
Okay.
His now giant fist comes clanging down on your metal shield. Zeno, what are you doing?
Okay. Right now, I'm thinking it's time for me to start living up to the image that Titus has for me. So I'm gonna
not my image though.
your image of me has been irrecoverably damaged, right? And right now you are occupied delivering a baby up a mast. Right now, I am gonna go and help my friend fight a much more powerful wizard than I am. I'm going to run up. I'm going to take up the stairs, stare him. I guess I'm looking at the back of his head because he's jammed his fist into the shield.
That's awesome.
And I'm gonna magic missile the back of his
Fuck
head.
yeah.
The
That's
back of his
awesome.
head.
Let me just
Cowardly magic missile.
let me just double check. It is. I know it's a first level spell.
Missile.
that deal 2d4 damage if it's successful.
Yeah. Oh, yes!
Oh my god, this is so good! This is so good!
In the head.
Oh,
Okay,
In the
so
head.
the way this is going to
back
happen,
of the head.
you're like,
Back of the head.
so I've seen what's happening. I've seen the fist get stuck, and then it's just
Yep. Yep.
That's amazing. Nice.
Does his head like
More damage.
does his head like contact the shield like each time?
Yes,
Just like
yes.
smashes into the shield.
That's
it's
that's
so
definitely
violent.
what happens.
I'm
And shielding the baby's eyes.
What's happening?
I'm
yeah,
so sorry.
what's happening, Cora? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Alright, so I believe, GM, that I've encountered an important item, which is the mast. With
Yes.
the big vibrating mast.
Yep.
Yep. And I can ask you one question about it.
Yes.
And the question that I'm going to ask is, what is the song that will soothe this mast?
This mast is
When
singing
will
a song.
that?
This mast is singing a song of skies and wind without the sun. You need the sound of you need the song of you need a song of hope, of new life, but also you need a sound that is of the sun. You need the trumpet, the horn,
Fuck yeah.
and maybe
Right.
maybe you've heard a new melody recently that might be appropriate.
Yes. From the
melody.
baby.
What do you do?
Okay,
oh,
I grab out my horn and I stick it to my little babies. I stick it at her mouth and I'm like, come on, blood, 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 blood.
Roll me
And
your charisma,
it looks like
babes.
I'm just like entertaining the baby. Hey?
Roll me your charisma.
Yeah.
This is-
Shit.
This is so cute and badass.
Is anyone helping here? Has anyone got anything to help with?
I actually have a thing.
Yeah.
I have a thing.
Yes. Yes.
And I was totally already thinking this before
that's
this
fine.
came up. I feel like the sound of the Dean's body, basically, but the sound of the contact on my shield is this like making a note that is counter to the tone that the mast is singing, and is like in tune with the singing of the baby.
Fuck yeah.
So I
This
feel like
is
there's
so
like
epic.
this
Roll
like
me
like bells
your
ringing.
aid.
Okay. Okay. This doesn't count as this doesn't count as +1 toward the other thing.
It's 2d6 plus 1.
Okay.
So you have 1 bond.
Yeah. Cool.
You okay, Jimmy?
Okay. Come on.
I'm just. This is so.
Yes! 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 Fuck yeah!
The sound of the metallic percussion, and the peeping honking sound, the peeping honking melody of the tiny baby on the ancient holy horn rings out into the sky, and for a moment it is this weird dissonant whoa 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 as the like sound waves start to like get in sync,
beating.
and then and then after a moment, like both the mast is still shaking and the bird is still peeping, but there's no sound from either, and then the bird stops peeping and there's still no sound, and the mast is no longer shaking. The the dean stands back up. What? No! You can't have done this. You and turns to Cora and starts to like advance on Cora. What do you do?
Oh no! No!
That sounds like a different action.
Yeah, I'm gonna defend, and I have +1 against him.
Cool.
So
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna defend. How do I defend? Is it
It's a think it's Constitution.
Constitution? Okay. So I'm adding +1 to this roll, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh no! There it is. Our luck had to run out sometime. 4.
Yeah.
4.
He tosses he tosses
Yeah.
it aside. And
Yeah.
like you, and I think the thing and I think you like just go flying off the edge of the boat.
Yeah. Like I'm like hanging off the side of the boat or something.
And I think the
Yep.
thing is we see you falling, right? And then we see another body falling next to you, and then slightly above another, and like you're falling backwards, looking up at the sky as like the clouds are clearing from the center of the spiral outwards, and there are all of these human bodies just falling from the sky. There are no harpies up there anymore.
Oh shit!
We've killed them all.
Oh my god. They were the
That's
crew.
fucked up.
As I'm falling, I am like the air is like being pushed out of my mouth, and like I think there's this sort of like snapshot moment where I like have kind of pause and I say to myself like, you know, like I haven't quite occurred to me that I'm falling off of this ship, and I say to myself like, they were the crew, and like yeah, like looking at all of these bodies falling down.
Zeno, what's
Okay.
happening,
I'm. I've got an idea.
buddy? So he's walking away in front of you. His back's to you still.
Yeah, he's heading for Cora.
Okay. All right. I'm conflicted, right? Because my immediate concern is, or my first thought is, what am I going to do about all of the falling bodies?
I mean, I think that
Like, there's probably nothing I can do about.
I mean, like,
Okay.
okay. I want to point out that the bodies that are falling are dead.
yeah.
They are okay.
That's what I was yeah,
Okay.
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
all right.
They're the crew that died.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's different. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
Cool.
I didn't explain that very well.
You don't need to save them. Yeah.
All right, then I'm not going to worry about that. Would you? I want to bind the dean here so that he is unable to move or hurt anyone using a ritual.
Totally appropriate. Totally appropriate.
So it says that I'm drawing on a place to create a magical effect.
Mm-hmm. You're pulling on the last energies coming from the ship.
Yeah. So it says that you give me 1 to 4 of the conditions listed,
Mm-hmm.
which it's going to take days, weeks, months. First, I must. I'll need help from. It will require a lot of money. The best I can do is a lesser version, unreliable and limited. Your allies, your allies will risk danger from, or I'll have to disenchant blank to do it.
So here's the deal: you can sense the sheer magical energy coming off of the Dean. He has no longer he's no longer masking it as he has for hundreds of years. He is an ancient and powerful being.
Okay.
The options available to you are like the thing is that he is a being that sustains himself by taking in magical power to sustain his life force. You're not going to stop him. You're not going to hold him. That's not going to happen.
Right.
The best you've got is to take advantage of the way that he takes in magical power and pour everything, every last inch that is within you, into him, and hope that it's too much.
Use your magical power? I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Oh yeah.
Well, there doesn't really seem to be another choice. I'm going to have to put everything plus all of the power that I'm feeling.
I mean, you wanted to live up to my expectation of you as an ultimately good person.
This has to end.
Yeah.
This has to end. I am going to take every ounce of concentration and force and everything that I have. I'm going to be muttering arcane words under my breath as I focus and I rock back and forth, charging the energy, drawing everything that I can in from the resonant energy of the boat and the larynx and everything that even has a slight magical feel to it in range. I am drawing that power from. I'm going to slowly walk up to the Dean and around his head.
Yeah.
Just
Back of his head.
And like, yeah, you see,
That-
like we see the Dean like snarling at Cora, and then his teeth begin to glow, and then his eyes begin to glow, and the space between Xeno's fingers, this like purple white light starts like crackling out like electricity, but and like thunder. And then we see his head start to like crane back, and we see like a rift form in his chest, and this light pours out, and then he just unfolds like a paper man, and is gone.
I collapse as well. I'm just
All that is left, the only sound, are bodies hitting mountains and the peeping of a little of a single baby harpy. You take a D10 damage, Titus.
I did fall a long way, and probably onto some rocks, and then probably unconscious. I will roll that now.
Do I take any damage?
No, you just no longer have the ability to cast magical spells in any way, shape, or form. You can no longer.
No, that's all.
You can
That's-
no longer detect or sense the magic in the space around you. It is as if the world itself is mundane to you now.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awful. Oh man, that's awful.
Disappointing.
That must feel really, really shit. Wow. Okay.
I don't know.
If you liked my baby, you could like help take care of it in the future as a sort of life-fulfilling thing. But I have a feeling that you maybe don't like it.
I think from somewhere we just hear the words, "What the fuck?"
Fade to black.
Yeah, and Maggie's like just like standing there, like halfway up the stairs, like just looking around. She's like, "Who's going to pay for my contract?" And then I think we then fade to black, right? I want to
Yep.
get from each of you. I want to get an epilogue scene, like just a single,
Yeah.
like a single shot of like what do we see of you after this?
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you can start.
So I think, yeah, I think, like just before we sort of like went to black, like there was sort of like a moment I imagine where as Titus like hit the side of the mountain and probably like landed on like an outcropping of stone, like whether because of like the pain of hitting it or because this is what was really happening, it felt to him as though the sun like burst out from behind clouds and kind of like bathed his face in this light. But I think the epilogue that we see of him is like we don't hear the words, but I think we just see a scene of him like returning to the keep on the Strand, and like going in to speak with some very like old and authoritative looking people, and he looks like very, very small in comparison to them. Like, you know, they are large in stature and in in like rank, but like he is kind of like holding his own and really like channeling again that sort of sense of like courage and righteousness, and you can see that he is speaking to them of like the lore of the sun and how these secrets need to be exposed and like brought into the open. We need to talk about the things that have happened in the past before we can move forward. So I think that's where he goes.
Cool.
I think that as Zeno's passed out on the ship, then I sort of sidle over with the baby and I sit next to him and I hold his hand until he wakes up, with the baby in my lap and holding his hand. And if you'd like to accept, Zeno, I invite you to go traveling amongst the hills with me.
Okay.
Learning what other value there is in the world other than magic.
We cut to the infirmary at Rao, where I'm being bandaged up, and I hand the book to what was her name?
Drew?
Ms. Voigt.
Drew.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
was
Voigt,
her
yes.
first name, yep.
Drew. I hand Drew the letter and the diary that I found, and get a shocked look about what we're, the whole situation unravels, and the entire upper level academic staff are, shocked and freaking out, and it's all very, very strange. Years later, I'm sitting in the dean's office, still powerless, still reading, when there's a knock at the door and a bard and a harpy walk in and fade to black.
That's really cool.
Aww.
All right.
Oh, sweet
Wow.
feeling. Oh, I have feelings. Oh,
Yeah.
role-playing games.
Oh my god, that was incredible.
That was really incredible. Wow, that was some good rolls. That was a lot of good rolls right there.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, that we got very lucky.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't get to kill any of you.
Ash is just like, for
No.
fuck's sake.
But you're not trying to kill us,
No,
right?
exactly. I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I said. I said I didn't accidentally. I don't know what you're talking about. That was amazing. Thank you all so much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you for running, and
really
thanks to this is an incredible game, and thanks also to
Thanks
our
to Adam and
Twitch
Sage for the
chat
game.
and
Yeah. It was really cool. There was people talking and reacting to things, and that was really great.
yeah, because this is like, I'm just personally one of the most fun things I've done in a long time. So, and I'm happy to do that in front of you people, and to see that you're interested in it. That makes me really happy.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well,
Yep.
I think it's now my bedtime. So
Yes.
time to call it a night. I'm going to start with you, Jimmy. Do you want to do your shout outs and things?
Yep, look, absolutely. My name is Jimmy. I'm on @roleplay_James on Twitter. I'll be at GX next weekend doing a couple of panels and running some games. Come and see me, say hi. This was an amazing... I've never done Dungeon World before, and it might go into the regular rotation. Thank you, Ash, for running a fantastic game.
Awesome. Em, do you want to go next?
Sure, yeah. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm Blackwell Says on Twitter. This was amazing. I had so much fun. Well done, Ash, for just like bringing everything back together. That was some impressive GM shit. And yeah, that was such a good team. You guys were really, really fun to play with. And yes, and thank you, yeah, also to Twitch chat. Yay, and I will be at GX too. Yay, GX party.
Yay!
Maze?
I guess goodbye, everyone. My name's Maze. I am Maze Wallen on Twitter. I'll be at GX2, and I can't wait to see what Ash does in the next sessions coming up.
Yeah,
It'll be amazing.
We'll see. All right.
We will continue to not die.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
I'm Ashton McCallan. I'm a CGIAC, ACEGIAK on Twitter and Twitch, and ACGIAC.net is my website. You have been watching me definitely not try to kill people, and we'll have a hiatus for GX because I'm going to be there doing all sorts of shit too next week, and then we'll be back into it with some fresh faces and probably a new system, and we'll keep on going. Thank you so much for joining in.
Bye.
Bye.